Alright, y'all ready? Go on.
Yeah, you ready?
I'll wait.
Alright.
Who's gonna do any intro?
I'll do an intro today. Is it starting?
It's already been recording. I told you.
Okay. This is
episode 21.
20. No, I thought it was 20.
It's 20. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is 20.
Last time it was 19. This is episode 20, July 3rd, 2020. Damn, synchronicity. I love those triple numbers. And
crazy, bro.
And we were just fumando on.
What'd you roll?
Huh?
What'd you roll?
Fire OG.
Fire.
Hey, go back to your room over there.
She can join if she wants. This is some mind-blowing shit that I got.
What you playing today, Chris?
You want to turn the light on so you can read these documents you brought in?
Yeah, I got you.
You want the big light?
Yeah.
The other one. Yeah, turn it on. Turn the other one on. There you go.
Alright, so this is a game that I seen when I first got into Illuminati stuff, like in 2011, 2012.
It's a recording, right?
Yeah, we're recording.
How the bar is looking. The bar's looking okay.
We're only a minute in. What the fuck?
Well, I don't know. He said he had to go.
Alright, so 1994 through 1996, these cards were printed. It's a game called Illuminati card game.
What is this, like a card game?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Right? Like, think of Pokemon, right?
So I'm looking at like a deck of cards. Those NWO card games. Oh, man. What is this, oil spill?
Yeah, but it gets better.
This is the Hillary one.
So this card is called oil spill, and it's got a bird covered in oil, and it looks like a sinking tanker. The card's description says, "Disaster. This is an instant attack to destroy any coastal place. It does not require an action. Its power is 14 against a huge place. 18 against any other. If the attack succeeds."
None of that makes any sense because it's just scores for the game.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a description of it. Oh.
So it's a game, right? But these cards came out in 94. 9/11 was in 2001. There's a card called Nuke, and it has a picture identical to the Twin Towers. There's a one called the Pentagon, where the Pentagon is exploded from the inside.
Oh shit.
They got
the quarantine, the epidemic one. What is this one? All the cards that.
I printed out as many as I could. My favorite ones, the ones that stuck out to me. 'Cause there's a lot of cards, just like Pokemon. There's some that you don't really like, number cards and shit. And I remember me and my sister back in the day, we wanted to buy these. Now they're like $100, $200 a pack and shit. Like,
wow.
So it's interesting, right? Like, whether it's coincidence, I don't think it's coincidence, bro. But supposedly the guy who made them, I think his name is Steve James.
Mm-hmm.
When he was making it, his place got raided by some ABC corp. I don't know if it was CIA or FBI. He got raided, right? After that, they left him alone, and then he came out with these cards. So it's like a big fuck you to the public, I think. Like, it's a game to us. That's how I interpret it. And look,
a game to them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. As them, I'm saying to them, like the ones who made it.
Yeah.
But there's one that really stuck out to me. That it reminded me of the George Floyd situation, which, in the Fall of the Cabal, it kind of talks about that shit.
yeah.
Like, to incite, and then there's one that's war for peace, or kill for peace.
Kill for peace. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the political correctness, the cancel culture and shit. That's in there. All that. Hillary. There's one to Bill. There's a lot, bro.
Man.
Like, if we look online, there's a whole lot.
Yeah, Hillary has her own card too. What?
And it says public figure, right?
No, it just says
On the-
attempt to
on the very
control
bottom.
Bill Clinton. Oh my God.
Wait, let me read that one.
Where's my media option?
Media object? Oh, this one.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of that, there's one that's called Media
Upheaval?
Blitz.
Oh man.
How do you get the people fucked up, son?
Wow, man, these cards really go deep.
Science Alarmist is one, but it has a dude with the. And this one's interesting. It says, "The hole in the ozone is enhancing the greenhouse effect. Our rats died. Our experimenters don't look so good either, and another species becomes extinct every 35 seconds."
Oh wow.
On the political correctness, it's also it's a subtitle for New World Order. New World Order is on the top, and it has two dudes in suits hanging, and they have signs, and on one it says used insensitive pronoun. This is in 1994 before political correctness was really. I guess maybe it started. I don't remember. I was a kid, but I don't think it's as prevalent as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one says ate flesh off dead animals, and then it says good thoughts are now required. Increase the power of all liberal groups by 3. I guess it does matter the numbers and shit. All conservative groups with the power of 0 or 1 become criminal as well. This card replaces any red New World Order card in play. So I mean, to me, it's just like any card game, but they just, like. And I imagine they play it in their meetings and stuff. Or not,
Yeah.
or they just use it as a.
No, it's probably something that they play before their spirit cooking rituals or things of that,
That nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they, like I said, like Vino had said, they probably treat it as like a game.
Yeah.
They treat us as little chess pieces.
Monopoly,
Together
chess.
yeah, Monopoly or whatever.
They think that they're better than all of us. But they're not. We're the elite. Gangsta.
What five said.
Yeah. There's one that says power behind the throne, and it has like a puppet hand.
That's crazy.
And the mask, and it says behind every great conspiracy is another conspiracy.
The power behind the throne is crazy because when you think of all any monarchy that has a throne, it's like it's controlled by somebody.
So I saw something on social media that said there's a king already. His name is Harold or some shit like that. You know anything about that?
I mean, it could be
like a secret king, or maybe because there's also been like lists that people say that people have already been executed, but how do we know? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I guess when the time comes.
Unless they have a body that backs it.
Huh?
Or unless they have a body that backs it.
Right. Yeah. One is like what is commonly known, rewriting history. It says any one alignment of any destroyed group may be retroactively added, removed, or reversed. This can affect any goal which involves destroying a certain number of groups of some alignment. Play this card at any time. It requires an action by your Illuminati or actions by mafia groups with a total power of at least 8. And then on the bottom, it says requires media or Illuminati action. CDC is on here. And they have little subtitles. So like it says peaceful, government on the CDC one. And then on the right hand bottom corner it says science. The epidemic one, man, got the mask. That all looks pretty familiar. It says this. What's up?
Nah, it's just crazy because it's just this game was made when? 94?
Yeah, and I got because my mom asked. I was showing my mom, bro. She's like, "Well, how do you know when it was made?" And I said, "Oh, okay, I got you." So I went to. I mean, you could Google it. You could Amazon it, and it's copyrighted. It's not a secret. It's out there. And so it's just, and then people have bought it and have talked about it, and so, 1994 through 1996.
Steven Jackson.
What's up?
There's 576 cards in total. Holy
Damn, bro.
I know.
Cards.
And how many did you get? Is there a place where you can see them all?
I don't know, just randomly online and shit. Yeah. As far as I know, And then so there's an interpretation of it from a Christian group. They were just interpreting. Oh yeah, because there's a lot that I didn't print. They talked about Big Ben in England.
What about Big Ben?
Let's see.
Big Ben is that big clock, right?
Yeah. Alright, so on the England one, it shows Big Ben, it shows a British dude and a cup of tea that nobody's holding. It says the bottom of this card reads, though England's power is reduced today, her influence is still felt everywhere. England gets 2 action tokens every turn. It says, notice the cup of tea superimposed upon the Big Ben Tower. One interesting book is called Antichrist and a Cup of Tea. Notice the cup of tea. I should have read this right here. But it's saying, alright, so it says, Tim Cohen is the author and he counts or calculates the number of the beast. Oh, okay, so there's a book called Antichrist and a Cup of Tea. And Tim Cohen is the author, and he quote-unquote counts or quote-unquote calculates the number of the beast with the capital B, just as we are told to do in Revelation 13:18. Cohen performs his calculations very well and very interestingly. I'm reading another author that's interpreting these cards. He concludes that the identity of Antichrist can be known ahead of time if you calculate his number. He believes Antichrist will arise out of the English monarchy from the House of Windsor. If you have not read this book, we highly recommend it. I read something else that thought it was Hitler. It talks about the suicide hijackers intended to target London's Big Ben on September 11th. According to a British terrorism expert, a group of Al-Qaeda operatives were at Heathrow Airport waiting to take over a jet and crash it in the Houses of Parliament. Therefore, we know that supposedly Al-Qaeda intended to strike Big Ben on 9/11/2001, but were thwarted because British planes were grounded immediately after receiving news of the strikes in America. This cover does not really ring very believable for a couple of reasons. One, any attack on multiple targets in different countries would likely to be carried out simultaneously, or nearly so. And two is 5 hours earlier than the American I'm not laughing at this shit, I'm laughing at behind the scenes stuff. London is 5 hours earlier than the American coast time, so there is no reason to pass up the early morning rush hour in Heathrow Airport to wait for later time. After all, the U.S. attack took place during the rush hour commuter air traffic time.
Yeah, it was like 11 a.m. over there in New York when it happened.
Wow.
It was like 9 over here.
Damn. Surely the morning rush hour time would be preferable for terrorists because the sheer number of people getting on planes makes the thorough checking of potential terrorists a more difficult proposition.
That's if you believe the whole plane crash theory, though.
Right. What do you believe?
The demolition.
The demolition. And I believe that. Have you ever heard of Project Bluebeam? Which is a organization, or it's a subset of the government where they make holograms.
Oh, I heard about this too. That there was it was
so
a
hologram
combined with the detonation.
Yeah.
What? I never heard of this.
Yeah, but this is NWO. Apparently they have high tech, super high tech futuristic technology, right? They can, with their holograms, they can make it look so real. Like the way, I don't know if you paid attention, but like in Coachella and other concerts, they brought back Tupac, ODB, Michael Jackson. It looks legit. Like if you saw it on stage, it looks legit. So why couldn't they, in the middle of the day when the lighting is so fucking perfect, why couldn't they put a hologram and make it look real? It was just because when it comes to making holograms look real, it's all about the lighting. You know what I'm saying? And they did this middle of the day. Shit, they might have planted some clouds in perfect spots to give shading, on the hologram or whatever. Yeah. But that's if you believe in that theory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there is a theory. There's no way to prove it totally right now, but maybe one day.
What else you got to talk about, Chris? That was the Illuminati card game.
Yeah.
Is it Steven Jackson?
Steven Jackson, yeah. Look it up yourselves. I was doing a little bit of research on Mockingbird and CIA.
Mockingbird. Oh, did we discuss this already?
It was in the Out of Shadows documentary. But
Give me a summary of what Mockingbird is. Operation Mockingbird. Give me a rough summary.
Well, let's see. So according to this, Project Mockingbird, a telephone intercept activity was conducted between the 12th of March 1963 and 15th June 1963 and targeted two Washington-based newsmen who at the time had been publishing news articles based on and frequently quoting classified materials of this agency and others, including top secret and special intelligence. So this is a document I'm reading that's been declassified. I got online.
So Project Mockingbird, in summary, is the infiltration of the basically the news networks, the journalists, basically the media. Is that what you're saying? It's the infiltration.
Yeah, because that's just like the beginning of it. And it says.
And the military infiltrated this shit, or what?
For example, it's currently.
And when did they start this?
1963.
So 1963, military decides to start infiltrating the media? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's MK Ultra, I think.
No, MK Ultra's a mind control.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking about Operation Mockingbird.
That's what I was, I was reading more about MK Ultra this weekend, but but from what I know about Mockingbird, it goes into connections were installed at the Newman's office at each of their homes for a total of 3. The connections were established starts talking about directors. Personal request by Director of Security Colonel Shifted Edwards. Colonel Edwards' authority for the activity was Mr. John A. McComb, Director of Central Intelligence. The latter conducted the activity in coordination with the Attorney General, Mr. Robert Kennedy, the Secretary of Defense, Mr. Robert Namara, and the Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency, General Joseph Carroll. In addition to Office of Security personnel directly involved in the intercepts and research of materials acquired therefrom, only 3 other agency officials are on record as witting of the activity: the Deputy Director of Central Intelligence, General Marshall S. Carter, the Inspector General Lyman Kirkpatrick.
So this was a military operation in which they infiltrated the media, but they were not going to tell the media or the people. So that's weird.
Yes, it said it starts going into, for example, it was determined that during the period they received data from 13 newsmen, 12 of whom were identified, 12 senators, 6 members of Congress, all identified, 21 congressional staff members, 11 were identified, 16 government employees, including a staff member of the White House, members of the Vice President's office, and of other sources were partially or tentatively identified, but the short span of the activity precluded positive identification.
So, once again, they infiltrated the media, but no one in the media or the public knew. Only people in government and military positions knew about this. So, they were trying to fool everybody? Just for the fuck of it? For an Operation Bluebird? Mockingbird?
Mockingbird. It was observed through these contacts. The newsmen actually received more classified and official data than they could use, and passing the stories to other newsmen for release, establishing the many quote-unquote leaks appearing under other bylines were actually from the sources of the target newsmen.
So even the quote-unquote leaks were just plants?
Yeah.
I see.
With seeds. Since the termination of Project Mockingbird, those material, well, bad seeds, they're not good seeds. Since the termination of Project Mockingbird, quote unquote, because from what I read in other sources, it didn't really end. Those materials related to which were retained have been maintained under strict security access of 2 Office of Security professionals. This was
So, what you're saying is since they didn't end this program, that they're still controlling our movies today?
And it started with the TV, but yeah, the movies, they're all owned by the same, 4 companies. It's like Disney, AT&T.
So you telling me that The Rock can't really punch a torpedo?
The Rock can do all that shit, bro.
You saw that, not me.
He's a demon. Nah, I don't know.
I can't believe that was an actual scene in a movie.
So
what movie you talking about? Jumanji?
No, it was one of the Fast Furious movies.
Bro, I started watching them hoes after they had a little Bow Wow on it. Chick Bow Wow. I was like, fuck that shit, bro.
That was part 2.
That was part 3.
Tokyo Drift?
Oh yeah, he was
in Tokyo.
First 2, bro.
Tyrese was in part 2, right? Was that Tyrese?
I think it had all the original cast.
No.
Ludacris was in part 2. Too Fast, Too Furious. And he had an album. The album was fire.
Wasn't Tyrese in that bitch?
Yeah, he was in both.
I remember you fight like shit. You still fight like shit. When him and Paul Walker first met.
Yeah, he was in the first 2.
Okay.
Before he turned to a little bitch and started crying and acting like Will Smith was sending some money.
Damn.
You remember that shit or not? It happened.
Nah. I was too young.
I don't want to talk about celebrity shit. That's been great.
So what other operations you gonna talk about? So that was Operation Mockingbird to infiltrate the media that might have never ended.
Yes, sir. And the other one.
To this day, where the media is lying to us. To this day, Chris, is this what you're trying to insinuate?
I mean, they're not lying about the weather or local news. Sometimes, well, the weather can be manipulated, but they're not lying about the predictions of it. But a lot of the shit is a lie, bro. Manipulation, fear mongering.
Yeah. So they basically can control the narrative on however they want.
It's what Hitler dreamed of, bro.
Color me shocked.
It's the technology that Hitler, possibly the Antichrist.
Pikachu face?
Pikachu? What were you on the astrology for Pokemon?
I was a Pikachu.
What are you?
I'm Bulbasaur. Yeah, you should check and see what he is.
I have it on my phone.
Oh, you Charmander, you saw it? Charm. My son's Jigglypuff.
Ha!
So another one that was one of the first, one of my like early on learning about shit was MK Ultra, and another CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. So the MK, this is from the 26th of July, like 1963. So that's almost exactly a certain amount of years ago. And a month.
63 is the same year they took out Homeboy. JFK 11/22. What was it?
About what 50?
No, 63. Fool.
Damn.
No. I'm saying it was like
In
50,
Dallas,
60 years ago.
Texas too, where we live. That's crazy.
Why you snitch?
My bad. We don't live in Dallas.
We live anywhere but Dallas.
You can black that out, right?
I mean, I want to,
Not his.
It's all
Not
good.
his current.
Bootleg system.
Yeah.
All right. So MK Ultra activity is concerned with the research and development of chemical, biological, and radiological materials capable of employment in clandestine operations to control human behavior.
So Hannibal, series.
Hannibal, Epstein, fucking I can't think of anything else.
any child predator known out
Those
there.
manipulators, those people, those mind
Ted Bundy,
fucks.
fucking some of these serial killers.
That people worship, bro. I can't, but it's weird.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
For celebrities, Ted Bundy's a fucking, and I don't know anything about Ted Bundy, but I guess because they put like a hot actor,
He's a
right?
murderer, yeah.
Yeah, he's a murderer, bro.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
no if and but about. It's just
Like he didn't kill no bad people or anything. Like was he like
No,
Billy
bro.
the Kid or something,
No,
robbing
no,
and stealing
no.
for the
No.
poor?
he was just straight up. But he was the way that he was a pathological liar and the way that he did it is what interests people. And it's
Manson, that's another one. And there's
like, oh yeah, he was
he was a CIA operative.
yeah.
Uh,
And that it wasn't as a cult member CIA operatives too, or did he just recruit them?
I'm sure they all had to be if they're like in it, like top clearance.
Yeah, cause don't they have like photos of Manson at like these celebrity parties early in like late 50s, early 50s?
Shit, I don't know, but from what I'm understanding right now, I see the FBI is doing a lot of good, and CIA has been up to no good since forever, since its introduction. I don't think the FBI was always, but I got some shit on them too. But actually, the only thing I have about the FBI is that they released in 2007 that thing that showed the pedophile symbols.
Oh, the codes and whatnot.
Yeah, and they're the ones that got Maxine or whatever her name was, Maxwell.
That's crazy. It came out in 2007 and Obama got elected in 08.
See, I'm so like, I was just thinking 2007. I graduated in 2007. But yeah, I didn't even put that together. 2008. It goes on. The scope of MK Ultra is comprehensive and ranges from the search for and procurement of botanical and chemical substances through programs for their analysis in scientific laboratories to progressive testing for effect on animals and human beings. Specialized authorities in many fields of natural sciences were involved, both within and outside the agency, to be distasteful and unethical. Excuse me. Chemical, biological materials. This is from the court, I think. No, this is from 1981, 17 June 1981, and was reviewed on 17 June 2001. I think all these documents are released because of the there was that bill that was passed, right? The Freedom of Information Act, where they declassified a lot of shit. That right there is a beast of a bill.
When did it come out? The Freedom of Information Act? Do we have a Google search on that?
I don't know if I'm just,
I'll look it up.
oh,
I haven't had a phone very close.
yeah, he's got one right there. And it's my nose.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any information? What kind of experiments they did? Or you just...
I know because of shit that I studied, like mostly documentaries, right, of people who have shown evidence and talk about it. It's like it's what they did to Deadpool in the beginning of Deadpool. It's electroshocking. It's torture.
Ready?
Yeah.
The Freedom of Information Act is a federal freedom of information law that requires the full or partial disclosure of previously unreleased information and documents controlled by the United States government upon request. It was published July 5th, 1967.
July 5th.
All these July things, bro.
Alright, so that's one thing I want to talk about, synchronicities.
Yeah.
Alright, and I'm going to get something light right now, because I was reading this book about it's called Via Incognito, right? And I just started, but
Good luck.
oh yeah. Villa, what did I say?
Villa.
Oh yeah, it's Villa, no?
But it's a
Oh, they're not Hispanic.
Villa is supposed to be a big
my bad, my
house.
fault. Yeah. But anyways, in the beginning they talk about this Tanuki, and Tanukis are animals. If you don't know, like Mario wears a Tanuki suit sometimes, and on the Ninja Turtles in the 2012 series, they talked because they went to Japan, I think, and Tanukis were like they seen as mythical, but they didn't have big testicles like they said in the book. In the book, it said it comes from that animal spirit place, and it uses like nuts to fly down. But anyway. The synchronicity. Have you seen? Have you read it? Anyway, the synchronicity is his name was Ches Tanuki, but like he falls in love with the human woman. He ends up having a daughter. He tries to protect. He changes his ways because he was kind of like a drunk and he was like a player. And he was able to change like a human, but he wasn't that good at like sometimes he would have like fur on his legs or something that or a tail would pop up when he got excited. And I'm sure it's gonna go into like because I read the back of it, so I'm gonna keep reading. It's very interesting. But Ches, so there was a meme that my coworker shared. She's really cool, woke person. But it was just a fun meme, and it said, "What's your nickname?" And so your nickname, they said, was your first name, the first 2 letters, and then the last 2 letters of your last name. So mine was Ches. This is like 3 weeks ago. Ches. And I like Tanuki. Ches Tanuki. I was like, damn, I kind of want to change my rap name, but I'm not going to do that.
When did that
Ches Tanuki?
Yeah.
When did that Tanuki get there? Did you put that there?
Yeah, I mean,
Nah.
yeah. Nah, it's been here all day, bro.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Ha!
It was on my phone. Farting. I lost that one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, speaking of what they use, included radiation.
Wow. Man.
Radiation, electroshock, various fields of psychology, psychiatry, sociology, and anthropology.
It sounds like they're just trying to straight up control us.
Graphology, harassment substances, and paramilitary devices and materials. Agency sterile activities have been evolved over the years, passing here by deputy director. Oh, that's it. Yeah, bro, there's some bananas. I didn't know Mexican mushroom. Like it says, the search for new materials, ergo psilocybin from Mexican mushrooms. Shout out to Mexico. Or a fungi occurring in agricultural crops is conducted through standing arrangements with specialists in universities, pharmaceutical houses, hospitals, state and federal institutions. So all these fuckers can do magic mushrooms, but we can't have a magic mushroom. It's just at the store. And private research organizations who are authorities in the given field of investigation in their own right. Annual grants of funds are made under ostensible research foundation suspicious to the specialists located in the public or quasi-public institutions. We're paying for this shit. Well, our great-grandparents paid for this shit.
We're still probably paying for it.
Yeah, it's still going on. Hopefully it slowed down because of what's going on with this quarantine.
Man, shit. I don't believe that.
No, I mean, yeah, MK Ultra, that's just the one. Let's see. The next phase of MK Ultra program involves physicians, toxicologists, and other specialists in mental, narcotics, and general hospitals and in prisons.
Damn.
Who are provided the products and findings of the basic research projects and proceed with intensive testing on human subjects. The flow of new products from pharmaceutical laboratories. These specialists are also recipients for testing purposes of the flow of new products from pharmaceutical laboratories. So people, because it's privatized prisons,
Damn.
they can do whatever the fuck they want with them. And actually, when slaves were freed, it says unless you're incarcerated or something like that. So technically, in the United States, slavery is legal if you're incarcerated. A current development in the testing of new, and remember this was top secret back in 1963, I think we said, and was released in 2019, April 3rd, 2019.
Wow.
It says, I think it's when they requested it, because I feel like it's been requested, but it depends on who requested and shit. So I think it came out before that, or at least people knew about this information, because I was watching videos about it on YouTube, and people love to spread it YouTube. But I feel like the internet is the last free journalistic platform. It's the only place where you can express you know what I mean?
And even then,
it's being censored.
Yeah,
YouTube and
you get censored.
Facebook, but they're being caught on that too.
Did Trump pass a law against them doing or banning misinformation or being so censored?
I don't know. Just that would be cool.
Anything else, Chris? What else you got there?
Let's see. The borough agents are not qualified scientific. There's some highlights. The borough agents are not qualified scientific observers. Possible sickness and attendant economic loss are inherent contingent effects of the testing. So they're knowingly making people sick and poor through this MKUltra program.
What do you mean? Making you intentionally sick and poor? Does it explain a little bit?
It says, in a number of instances, however, the test subject has become ill for hours or days, including hospitalization in at least one case, and the agent could only follow up by guarded inquiry after the test subject's return to normal life. Possible sickness and attendant economic loss are inherent contingent effects of the training. Because all the people who are homeless are mentally ill. So all the people that were tested have become mentally ill, mentally unstable. So they can't keep a job after being tortured and shit like that. They take the drugs.
You think that would explain Skid Row down in LA?
Have you heard about Skid Row right now? Like, it's bad. Like, it's worse than it's ever been.
Damn.
Probably. From what I hear. Well, I don't know about worse than it's ever been, but it's very bad. What are you gonna say?
No, man, so they get California over there.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. MKUltra type. It says there have been several discussions in the public press in recent months on the use of certain MKUltra type drugs to influence human behavior. They talked about it for a little bit, but like you said, that's right. That's the same year JFK.
Gotta tell you that.
Yeah.
It's probably in collusion with Big Pharma.
Yeah.
When you see all the antidepressant commercials or the heart commercials or the cholesterol or the nasal things, they always have that long, quickly said, but that long list of side effects that could happen. And so then you gotta go consult a doctor before even taking these.
Yeah, bro, and then a few months later, you'll see a video or a commercial of a lawyer. Have you taken this drug? Do you bleed out your asshole? Call me. We can get you some money for that shit. Yeah. They just did that with the Monsanto. Like, did you get cancer from the Roundup spray for your garden?
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
That's so bad.
So let me see. The one more thing, at least, about the CIA. This was a book, bro. I didn't realize I was printing a book.
Damn.
It's like a pamphlet. But it's called it says CIA's use of journalists and clergy in intelligent operations. Select Committee, this is a hearing before the Select Committee on Intelligence of the United States Senate, 104th Congress, Wednesday, July 17th, 1996. 1996.
So they had
Who was president at that time?
Bill Clinton.
So they had double agent clergymen and what else did you say?
Journalists. Which just emphasizes the Mockingbird.
The first thing, yeah.
Mockingbird.
Even if they the churches. That's crazy.
The churches, bro. Clergy. I think clergy's only a Catholic thing, right?
Yeah.
Boys. So that's it. That's all I got on the CIA. FBI, I didn't really go into it because there was so much on the CIA. I plan on doing a little more because I'm sure they covered up some shit. But lately they've been doing good. They got Epstein. They got his chick. They released this in January 31st, 2007. Unclassified law enforcement sensitive. And it shows the logos and symbols used by pedophiles to identify sexual preferences. This logo, the triangle inside of a triangle, was used in the place that they call the source of Pizzagate. And they changed that logo as soon as they were being investigated. Yeah, man. I think that's about it. Poor Eminem, poor all those people on that list, but I guess they get what's coming to them. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, I'm not God. I can't judge, but it's some fucked up shit, bro.
It's the old saying, man. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
And usually the punishment fits the crime. Or you would hope so, right?
Especially nowadays, the parent, in the past 2 weeks, they've been ramping up these like, basically, if you're a person that has done crimes against children, pedophilia, trafficking, all that bullshit, whatever, they're giving you the death penalty, bro. They're not fucking around.
Mm-mm.
The guillotine.
That's how it should be. That should be
bro.
the most, in my opinion, you say murder is horrible, right? But to do a crime to a child, to take an innocence like that and just do that,
yeah, bro.
That's up there. That's up there.
And a survivor of that type of torture said that some of them would get the mercy of death, but some of them wouldn't. And then it's like, if you think that that's fucked up.
Well, you heard how these kids were walking around in that British documentary. That was bad. Like they were walking around with a bunch of different STDs and still working, on the weekends and shit. Remember?
Yeah.
I think it's a heavy British accent, but
Homeboy was talking about that these dudes, like these little boys' blood would be leaking blood. You know what I'm saying? Saying these little girls had these diseases where they had cysts inside their vagina.
Oh yeah.
And they would always be leaking.
I blocked it out.
Yeah, I know. But
that was traumatic for me.
That's real.
It's real as fuck, bro. I know when my sister said she couldn't sleep because she was seeing those images of the, alright, for anybody, I have a recommendation of a YouTube channel if you cannot sleep. There's a psychologist named Thomas Hall, Thomas, and then his last name is Hall, and he has these rain videos, and they put me to sleep, bro. And they usually have positive messages, and I guess it's subliminal, but there's something like wake up with energy, wake up with confidence.
Binaural beats.
Yeah, but it's under rain, right? So the rain is what you hear, but it's like, I guess you can't really, our normal, it's subconscious, I guess.
Yeah, it's what they'll do with the binaural beats is they'll take either alpha, gamma, beta, delta, and theta, and they'll have those waves playing in the background of whatever they have. The waves, your ears will line that up, even though you can't hear those.
Like our brain.
Yeah, your brain,
analyzes.
The way it vibrates, your brain vibrates.
And that shit works, bro.
Yeah, the delta ones are the ones that push you to sleep. So, in fact, try that out. Go to YouTube and type in delta, binaural beats, all those push you to sleep. Theta and gamma, and the other ones I said, they're good for like studying, keeping the flow going. Like sometimes
you listen to them while you study.
Yeah. Like sometimes I'll go on to train chess, reading shit. I'll throw that shit on.
But what do you hear? Is it rain?
Nah, yeah, you hear because sometimes I have music, but they do
put
have
underline.
Yeah, they do have ones that just has a beat. You can hear what it sounds like, the vibration, especially if you have like a speaker, like with some bass on you.
Yeah.
It's crazy because that new if you heard of lo-fi hip hop.
Lo-fi.
Bro, I was thinking like a loaf of bread. Lo-fi, like a character. Lo-fi hip hop. I ain't heard of
Lo-fi.
that. Yeah, lo-fi.
Yeah,
the study beats and shit.
Yeah.
Chill house.
It's crazy because it really puts you in that trance to either study, sleep, or just be chill. And it's pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, I have depending on my mood, is the type of music I listen to. Like I like some, I guess it'd be called punk rock. I don't think it's punk rock.
Give me a band.
Like, all right, so it's songs. It's not.
Give me a band. Give me 2 songs.
I don't like anything else from Ed Sheeran, but I like one song, Castle on the Hill.
That's that redhead guy, right?
Yeah.
British guy? Okay.
Yeah. There's
that's not punk rock at all.
What is that?
Punk rock. It's
You
like
call that
pop.
like pop. Yeah.
Okay, alright, no, but that's not, alright. I like, I guess anything with like guitar, but there's, alright, I gotta look at my playlist, bro, but I don't know my phone.
What do you consider punk rock? What, Sum 41, Blink-182?
Yeah, it's not 90s punk rock.
Panic in the Disco?
Yeah, Panic is.
Or do you think that's more like my generation emo rock?
We're gonna get into all this. Yeah, you're talking single generations. I'm gonna start talking shit. Let's just support this discussion.
No. Well, you asked what kind of music.
Yeah, name me 2 songs that are on your playlist over there, though.
Yeah, I guess they're pop. I like this one, The Devil Makes 3, old number 7.
Who's that? I don't even know. I don't understand.
Oh, I don't wanna.
If you can't play, I'm gonna get. Yeah, you want to play.
That one's like, sounds like Johnny Cash. Sometimes I like EDM type shit.
Like what? Give me some names.
Dioro, 5 Hours. Denoro and Gigi.
D'Agostino. I used to fuck with Gigi D'Agostino.
Yeah, you looked there.
Back
Yeah,
up. What you play?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to fuck with Gigi D'Agostino. I see you got some ASAP Rocky on this playlist.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, then you go ahead and talk.
It's
SPN. Keep going, bro. Keep going down and up.
Oh, down. Oh, the XX, bro. I love the XX.
The intro.
Bro, that whole album will put you at ease.
And then I feel like sometimes I get funky, like boom, boom. Like I don't know, it's like 80s type shit.
Lil Jon.
Thank God that I'm alive. I've been popping on my life.
That's what's up, man.
ADHD, Johnny Lucas, J. Cole, Kid Cudi.
I do think that with the whole chill hop, lo-fi, hip hop coming in, I think a lot of people have caught on to it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people.
Yeah,
like,
that vibe and shit.
Yeah, you know, but and what I like is that a lot of, like in the past couple of years, a lot of the shit that people vibe to, it didn't come from the radio. It came from just random YouTube channels and these youngsters. Like for example, I remember when that this 80s Japanese pop, you know, it sounds real retro, but it puts you in this like real summer happy vibe, and it's starting to get pretty hot. You can find a bunch of just like the lo-fi chill hop. You find a lot of channels that have the Japanese city pop, the Japanese just they call it pop. You know what I'm saying? Summer pop, whatever.
Wait, that not K-pop?
No, that's way different.
Yeah, those the poor kids, bro. They're like slaves.
Yeah. I think any kids in music industry are slaves. And then you've also got like jazz noir, like you know the shit you would hear on like old detective shit. You know, like
the 80s.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's real mysterious music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It puts you in that vibe. Like think LA back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
They had a video game like that.
LA Noir. That's what I'm saying.
You played it?
Yeah.
I watched it.
Was it good?
Yeah.
The storyline on LA. Shout out to LA Noir, classic video game.
That's Rockstar, right?
Is it?
You play
Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar.
You play Red Dead?
Stays with it.
Yep.
Both?
Yep. No, I haven't played the second one.
The first
I only
one.
played the first one.
Shout out to Red Dead Redemption.
I wasted a lot of time sitting there playing poker, trying to earn money.
Bro, like I got so.
This fool was Inception and he's playing a game in a game.
Damn.
I was ganking them fools with all their money.
So you're good at poker?
Hell yeah, all because of that game.
Damn. It teaches you how to play it.
Hell yeah, because what happened was I lost all my money, and so I killed him, came back, and then re-won my money. But it teaches you how to play the game. It teaches you a lot of poker games. It teaches you dice, roulette.
So it teaches you shit you shouldn't know.
Right.
Turns you into a gambler.
What's wrong with that?
You just gotta be a strong-willed person not to fall into that shit, like in real life and shit.
How do we get into this discussion?
Because he asked me which.
It's the iPod.
Oh.
We just took trails. I don't know.
What other Rockstar games were there?
Grand Theft Auto.
Nah, but let me say, like with Red Dead, the first one,
Max Payne.
I gave up after trying to shoot the rabbit in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I was like, man, this is too complicated, bro. I didn't like that shit. I come from the Super Nintendo and the Mario Bros.
You want it
This is
simple.
why I'm the kind of
Sega.
motherfucker that won't play a game. I'll watch homeboy here.
It looks like a movie. That sounds pretty cool. That's why I guess people watch people play games.
Yeah, because I want
Oh,
to
the playthroughs and stuff?
Because I like to see the story and the graphics and shit, the action, but I'll probably lose a lot, so I'd rather watch someone who knows how to play games.
Yeah, I would quit, bro. The only game I remember and I spent a lot of time with Splinter Cell on Xbox, and I'm
Shout
proud
out
of
to
that.
Splinter Cell, crawling on the ropes like a little
But
monkey.
I learned how to land better and shit.
Yeah.
Man,
that game
what was another one? Xbox was a good
Remember the
time for
sounds
me.
of everything go paching.
Yeah, the holding your breath and shit.
Having a tiptoe everywhere.
Yeah.
That shit.
Getting them dudes from the side, man. Splinter Cell. Oh, Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind.
I had a
I
cousin that
love
was
that
into those games. Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah, just that one, bro. Just that one.
I never
Like
had
I conquered. Like I used to go into town and just fucking kill everybody, take all their shit.
Damn, little Mongol over
For
here.
real, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I thought I was supposed to be the war general of this.
This was in my young days, my teenage days. I did a 180, bro.
Oh look, and this brings us back to the game we're all playing right now, Civilization.
Man, that game is fun.
Civilization Part 6, right?
I had a dream
6.
about it.
The newer one that came out, yeah.
I had a dream that I was in a professor's class and he mentioned it and I was like, oh, you play? And then he put it on the big screen and we were watching it. And shit.
You should do that when they were your students.
Yeah. If I'm a teacher, that'd be that's plan C or B. Plan A is to be like,
You can take your socks off. That helps cool down too.
oh yeah, freedom toes.
I have terrible foot.
I got
Yeah,
nice
he
toes,
does.
man.
Romo was just sweaty.
I'm proud of my feet.
Romo's sweat glands are in his feet and his hands. My sweat glands are like down here, hip area. You know what I'm saying?
I get it in my eyes. It's always dripping.
Oh
in my
yeah, I
eyes,
hate that,
my
bro. When you
head.
get it, when you start to feel in your eyebrows and it goes down. Oh, you
Burning and shit.
Ah!
Why am I so salty?
And you try to play it off, like, you look all retarded, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's just like when I get smoke in my eyes. I tend to do that sometimes.
Ooh, that sucks
yeah,
too.
but that
Oh,
shit
the
sucks.
smoky joint sucks ass.
I feel like one time I burnt like a couple of my eyelashes because I used to use a pipe in my gun days.
Bro, let me tell you a story. One time, my uncle, he was cooking out for Christmas, right? Cooking out on the grill, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe he been drinking too much. Cause while I'm sitting there talking to him, he puts a shitload of that stuff. What do you call it? The liquid stuff to make it.
Oh, gas,
Come on, Ray. I need that grill. What do you call it?
petroleum.
Is it gas? The little when you're grilling, the little stuff you squirt on.
Oh, the what is it?
Yeah.
Chocolate fluid?
Charcoal fluid. Okay, so
Lighter fluid,
and you know what? I noticed he's squeezing the shit out of it.
Propane. Propane.
So he's squeezing the shit out of it, and I'm like, man, I wonder if he notices. But I'm like, they're adults. They know what they're doing, right? So
Okay.
then I don't know what.
Perfect.
My mom called me to go help her get something in the car. And when I go help her, my uncle, I can see him. He gets out the matches, like to start sparking. So as I go help my mom get the bags out of the car, I turn around, and in that moment, I just see a huge streak of fire go up in the sky. So my uncle, and all I see is my uncle, when that streak went down, that fool's face was just all shocked. And then I got near him, no eyelashes, no eyebrows.
Wow.
He burned off his eyelashes and eyebrows.
That's crazy.
It looked like a summoning, bro. And when he put that mask in the fucking
Wow.
thing.
How long did it take for his shit to grow back? His eyebrows.
Wow. Did it ever come back?
Oh, wow. I mean, he still is weird now.
Yeah.
I mean, that hair don't just come back. If you burn the root with fire, I mean, you fucked.
Did you ever ask him if he was drunk or something?
I mean, he probably was. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Shout out to the uncles.
I got real lucky, bro, because my family, I don't know, most of my family, my close family, they don't drink and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to sober people.
Hell yeah, bro. Joyner Lucas is a sober rapper.
Shout out to that
Is he?
guy.
More power to him.
He's been coming out with a good few songs.
Yeah. I don't like everything he does, but I didn't really like the Will Smith song, but
You didn't like it?
it's alright. I didn't like the one he did for Will Smith.
He did a song for Will Smith?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird, no?
Yeah, it wasn't cool. I feel like when J. Cole made Let Nas Down was way...
That's different.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, come on, we're talking about hip hop.
Okay, but look, Will Smith, I respect Will Smith. I grew up on Will Smith. I just didn't like his flow on it. I didn't like his
when I was a kid...
No, Joyner Lucas.
No, do you want to know something? When I was a kid, I jammed the fuck out of Big Willie style. I'm talking
Bro,
about...
I had Millennium. I had Men in Black. I had
Yeah, remember that song that had
Just the
on
two
the
of
Wild
us.
Wild West soundtrack?
Yeah.
Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West.
Bro, that movie right there was a scene in the beginning where they showed that girl, bro, as a youngster, that VHS.
Salma Hayek,
Was it Salma Hayek?
you paused it, you jacked off a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Predator. Not Predator.
I'm not a
Species. Nah.
I didn't watch.
Nah.
I didn't watch. What was on Species?
Okay, bro. Let me tell you what the movie Species was about.
Oh, they made that little thing, right? And it sounded like a cat, no?
The movie Species
A splice.
is
My bad.
the movie
God.
Species is about this alien who happens to be a female who comes to Earth whose only goal is to
Getting pregnant.
Yes. So the whole movie is basically this alien has a hot chick going around fucking dudes. This was softcore
Is this a
porn to the
porn?
man. Yes.
What was this in the 70s?
No, 90s, bro.
Oh.
There was so many of these made. It was like softcore porn though, each and every one. But I was a kid, I would go to Hollywood random every time they came out because I knew what was up, bro.
The movie rental place.
I would always pause the movies at the, when DVDs came out. Oh my God, it changed the jack off game forever, bro. Now I could.
Go to the scene.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
go to the scene.
I didn't have to fast forward the whole time and everything.
Romeo Must Die. Did you see that one?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about
The
too.
beginning. It's always in the intro, bro.
And the Chinese, the Asian chick with the titties, the nipples.
Two Asian shit.
Yeah, they were kissing each other and shit.
My mom used to. Cause we went to see that in the movie theater.
You
my
men
mom
are
closed
just
my eyes.
such perverts.
Shut up! Don't judge me. Are you? Yeah. I mean.
What?
I don't know.
What?
You're not a pervert.
Yeah, I am.
I'm trying to be better about it. I'm trying to be less.
Bro, I fucked up a lot of my movies doing that shit. Like, cause I was, we put them in and we on that scene and replay it over and over and over.
That fucks them up.
Yeah, it scratches the disc.
Oh, let's see the disc. I'm thinking VHS.
You talk about it. See, you're lucky with DVDs, bro. I fucked up some computers doing
There
that.
was a movie, and I'm gonna say that. I think this was the name of it. I'm gonna tell you the premise and the actor.
Alright.
I think it was called Hollow Man. It was with Kevin Bacon. So his sperm went wrong, and now he's invisible.
And then he fucked the chick, right?
Oh yeah.
It was like she was sleeping, and he goes and creeps up.
I know exactly what scene you're talking about,
Bro, I would go to that scene and repeat it and jack the fuck off.
I would too. I would too. I can't lie, bro.
That's
We
crazy.
were like Eskimo brothers. We both smashed for that movie.
We're
Same scene and
Eskimo
everything.
cousins.
We probably nutted on the same part
What
and
is it?
everything.
Oh, there's another one. The Replacements on the cheerleader scene.
Okay, I don't know that one.
You ever saw that one? The Replacements cheerleader scene.
How about all the American Pie movies? Especially when the first one, Homegirl's Blues, did you first saw the boobs?
Yeah, Natalia.
Whatever, yeah. She had the perfect boobs, bro. And I was like, oh, ah. Does anybody remember what year it came out? We said 99. I was like 10 years old.
You're asking?
Yeah, I'm saying 99. That's when it came out.
I think
What?
2001.
Nah, I was jacking off. That's too early. I was jacking off at 10. I think I started jacking off like 12.
See,
Yeah,
I
middle
couldn't get a
school.
hold of a
Yeah.
copy of it until it was like what, 03, 04?
My dad bought that.
Your dad, fucking perv.
He is, bro. He used to buy. Like he had this one tape that he thought I could like. So he took off the top.
He's trying to be slick.
So yeah, so he had to connect it back. And put it was a Spanish soft. Like it wasn't even softcore, but there was a few scenes, but it was all in Spanish and shit. I gave that one a few.
And you
months.
saw like dicks and vaginas and
Nah. It was
Man.
I guess it was like Splice or what'd you say? What was that movie said?
species.
Like you don't see, but
Nah,
they're
species.
fucking
You
up.
saw
You-
boobs like or something.
Harvard
See?
Man
Nah, I don't know that movie.
with Sarah Michelle Gellar. She gets smashed on twice in that movie.
Any Freddy, what is it, Friday the 13th or fucking Michael Myers movie?
Which
Nah,
one?
bro. I never liked the
Right.
horror movies.
Oh,
For-
Freddy
yeah,
vs.
for-
Jason, they had a sex scene like, made like the first.
Oh, I saw that
Man,
one.
That movie was horrible though.
Yeah,
It
it was a comedy.
I'm not talking about the whole movie,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
talking about the
the
fucking,
scene.
the one
Sex-
scene.
The hot scene.
Yeah.
You know-
Actually, there's multiple scenes like
You
that.
notice he all of a sudden woke up when we brought up this whole topic.
Nah, he been talking the whole time, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 He had a lot to say about the cards and the CIA and the FBI.
I guess when we're thinking about Spank Bank movies now that he's back.
Hey, you know what's the one thing I did to my brother?
1999.
Go ahead, what you do?
You're right.
This is how much of a fucking sneaky little brother I am. Okay, so he took me over to his crib, and I stayed the night over there. Well, I found his porno. It was a Crystal Steel DVD.
Crystal Steel?
Yeah.
What is that?
Damn, that's a porn star.
Yeah.
But that's old.
Yeah.
Before my fucking
I used to buy
That was my first porn, like literally porn movie I ever watched.
Dang.
Yeah.
Was
It's
it?
so.
I remember my first porno. It was 8th Street Latinas. Chick was named Celine.
And
Man,
I remember.
changed my life.
I remember he was about to take me home, so I went upstairs to go get the DVD. I found it when I was getting my stuff, so I switched the DVD out with one of my games that I brought. When he shook it or something, he was like, "Oh, okay, there's something in here." So I took it home with me. Man,
He called you back like, you motherfucker.
no, he was like, "Look, I just want to make sure you have it. If you do, it's cool. I understand."
Just
but
don't tell my wife.
As long as
Nah,
his
this
mom
was before
don't
he
have
was
it.
married.
Nah.
This is before he had
Don't tell
kids.
mom. Don't tell my mom.
Yeah.
So don't get caught with it, and I won't tell mom. I was like, "Oh, you little fucker, you're gonna snitch on me."
Yeah, insurance. Because if you do get caught with it, the first thing you're gonna do is snitch on him.
That's
Fuck it
black-
out.
that's blackmail.
Your mom, I'm a grown man. My little brother took my porn. If he watches it, get him in trouble. There, that's what
I eventually had to give it back to him.
We gotta call it white mail
I
White
eventually had to
male.
give it back to
instead
him.
of black mail.
Oh, they're gonna change
To be
that.
woke.
They want to change a bunch of these words.
Master bedroom will no longer be master bedroom.
Primary bedroom now.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is that the origin?
Whatever.
Where the master used to sleep?
I
I
thought it
don't
was just.
think so, bro.
I think it's
really
just
think it's
coincidence,
just. I really think it's just because it's the master bedroom.
But woke people, like
Yeah,
wall
okay.
colors are like, black people usually I see, not usually. There's some black people are like, man, this is, like we don't care about this shit.
What we talking?
The words and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Like that's not,
What we want, you guys don't
systemic
actually
oppression.
do.
Yeah, the actual shit that they want, they're not actually gonna, at least not, that's not what they're doing.
No.
As of yet, but anything's possible.
What happened to Calypso?
I put them to block the
You know,
fan.
he actually helped out a lot.
What?
Yeah, bro. I knew it. Is there any
Because he blocks the fan.
blocks the fan? So, but you think it will still be heard and shit even with the fan on?
Of course. we're loud
Yeah,
as
yeah,
fuck.
bro, we're loud.
Okay.
At least I know I'm loud.
What you say? Nah.
He does seem loud. He's got work to do now. When he's home, he has to edit this episode for real. He has to do something Audacity or something like that. Cut.
Oh, yeah, I downloaded it real easy.
I can do it here.
Yeah.
This computer actually came with programs that I can actually record and do stuff with it.
It's just what? One word and
Just up to the part.
that's it, right?
Yeah.
All the way. You watch him leave the part where like I get loud.
Ah! Yeah, I can't even scream the blunt. What are we smoking on right here?
Fire.
RLG hit an hour number. It's been an hour, right?
Yeah, it's about 56 minutes.
Shout out to Fire OG.
RLG
4-5 starts his
fire.
speech in 15 minutes.
Damn. That kind of sounds interesting. Y'all want to keep going or y'all want to?
I can't do anything else. I mean, I think we want to save it because we're supposed to do a podcast pretty soon.
Yeah. That's perfect amount of
I
time.
thought we were supposed to keep those surprise.
Oh, good.
Wait, what you say? So we're gonna do a special one in another location, right?
Oh, yeah.
What room we gonna do? Like a theater room? Or
You'll
what-
see.
okay.
You'll see. We're gonna write it down in the description.
Okay.
But Lord willing, first and foremost, we shall be there. Anything else you want to ask about? Talk about?
Shit, I think
Talk to
I know there were some things that I wanted to say, but I forgot them. But I think they were like in the moment shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we just save them.
Well, there's always, the brain is a magical thing, baby.
I'm trying to think of other movies I jacked off to a lot.
Oh, I was gonna say my first one was the first porno I saw was on Showtime.
Oh,
It wasn't online.
The
Yeah,
softcore, where they were like pumping each other's bellies.
bro. I remember one where like I don't know if this girl just had crazy long nipples or if they don't make them like that no more or what the hell happened because she had like for a while in porn women had like real long nipples.
What happened to the long nipples?
I don't know, man.
You think implants affected that?
For sure, yeah. But I think they don't want them anymore.
You think the girls with fake boobs end up not getting them extended, and girls who keep their natural boobs, their nipples do get longer?
Yeah, I shouldn't even tell my man I haven't seen a real boob in forever.
Man,
Like in real life.
TMI.
Yeah.
You wanna go to a strip club and kiss us?
That for real, they got more than Rona in a strip club, bro. They got booty Rona, they got pussy Rona, they got they got armpit Rona, feet.
Wanna get a massage at the Asian place?
Nah, it's all good, bro. I'm not.
You don't want a happy ending?
I'm really I'm gonna wait for a real girl. I'm trying to get off of porn. Like
He's abstaining.
I'm abstaining. I want to meet somebody and for it to mean something.
Shout out to Chris for disciplining.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna change my rap name. I was gonna be Chris Chaos, but I'm like, nah, because Chris also means X, like Xmas, X-Tina,
X-Men.
X-Men. But I was gonna do X Chaos is gonna be my rap name for the new album, for the new EP.
I like that name though. But
Which one?
Ches.
Ches Tanuki.
I like that.
It's interesting, right? It's really interesting. Ches Tanuki.
I think we try that.
Yeah. Got 2 votes on it.
That's it, like,
I'm
Bless
gonna.
you.
That's not. I gotta put like a Twitter.
Bless
Normal beats?
I got what string is that? What?
Real low. That's like bad, bro. It's like if you listen to that too long, you might end up like become haunted.
Do y'all shave your nuts?
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
I gotta stay aerodynamic.
Me too, bro. Me too.
I don't do it for that. It's like keeping it trim.
Nah, yeah, I think it's more sanitary though. Like we're not cavemen anymore. You know? But I like to keep like a stylish patch above.
How did we go from
This is a special episode. They're getting special content.
I'm just saying,
this is
bro.
exclusive that you don't normally get on a regular episode.
About our hygiene habits.
Just know we some clean motherfuckers. Cause I see posts about women talking about.
What about underarm hair? What do you think about that? Keep that shit or you cut it?
I keep it because I had no reason to cut it. I know it's you cut it, and I respect
I
that.
got aerodynamic. And plus, like I said, at work, I'm always wearing no sleeves. Especially, I'm always wearing no sleeves, right? Because we live in Texas. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm like,
Yeah.
But we live in Texas. It's so fucking humid. So you might as well get used to wearing no sleeves if you can. And at work, my job is physical, and I can wear no sleeves over there too. So I figured to not give people like, oh, look at my hairy bushy arms.
I shave my feet. My feet, like, because it gets like real, like they look like cockroach antennas. You know, so I shave that shit right there. I saw that on the TV show one time where the man did that with the husband. But it was like a secret from his wife. It was called Raising Hope. It was a comedy show.
Oh, he cut his trimmed his toe.
Like like he would like put like but he did it like with the razor and shit.
Damn.
And he did it like he had his friend come over to try to show her that it was a fat guy from My Name is Earl. Was a Scientologist. Oh, they go down too, bro. I'm sure they got some crimes against nature. Right?
Yeah.
I'm
I
assuming.
wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, when we came out, Leah Remini and stuff, you know, like if what she says is true, then you know what, and synchronicity here, then all Scientology is just another form of chaos.
Fist bump.
And on that note,
Yeah, that was beautiful, man. I'm glad this is a great day to be alive.
time to be alive.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
It
It's
is.
exciting.
It is.
Not everything's negative. The media will try to tell you everything's fucking negative, but you gotta look at the
And why is
positive.
that? Why will they tell us it's bad? Because of what? Because of what? Project
Operation
Mockingbird.
Operation Mockingbird.
Operation Mockingbird by the CIA.
Sorry. You don't talk for shit with the correct motherfucker.
Hey, I've been talking this episode, so.
Yeah, he talking. We were referencing the last episode,
Well,
as probably most of the listeners.
why y'all bring
Hopefully,
up-
new listeners, because they'll be like, "Oh, it's a special episode. They made it to 20."
You can
What?
start this.
I can.
Little star,
I can figure it out.
like
Is that the end of the name?
emoji.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Nah, I don't know. Yeah. Alright.
It'd be hard to search for it, right? Like
Put a pie emoji.
American Pie. Shout out to American Pie.
Like the movie.
Yeah.
Well, since we're not gonna be recording for Independence Day, Happy Independence Day to America.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what? You do
Happy
America
4th of July?
every day is Independence Day. I celebrate my independence every day.
I was gonna talk about my dreams,
Do it.
but I can save it. You wanna talk about it? It's just a couple.
I mean, after an hour, do people really stick around anyway?
Yeah, I'll save it. I'm gonna save it for the Friday podcast. That way y'all tune in for that too.
Yeah.
There
Much
you go.
love.
That was episode 20 of the Odd Pod.
Yeah.
Fire OG.
With the usual suspects.
Yay, yay!
Bruh, bruh.
Peace.
Booyaka, booyaka.